Hey there friends, welcome back to episode number 43. You have found your way to my Floss Tube channel. My name is Liz, my company is Hello from Liz Mathews, and you know how the rest of it goes. I am excited to spend some time with you today. It's been 2 weeks since my last video. For the first time ever, I am showing up on time. You gotta start somewhere, right? I'm really trying to be more regular and consistent with a 2-week schedule, so here I am. This might not be the longest video. Famous last words. Joe says, you always say that and then you have like an hour-long video, so we'll see. There's not a lot of stitching in this video, but just like I said last time, you're going to want to stick around. I don't have giveaways for you this time, but I have something, just a freebie for you. More information on that soon. But I hope that you've been really well, that you've been enjoying spring. Today is May 9th. In the United States, it is Mother's Day, so I wanted to wish all of the mamas out there of any sort and any kind a very happy Mother's Day. I hope you're spending it with your loved ones and you're just having a great day. I am very much looking forward to celebrating with my mom. We're going to do our very favorite pastime, shopping, but better than yet, antique shopping, so that should be really fun. And then next week I will get together with Mare. If you have been watching me for a while, you've heard me mention Mare in the past. She is my stepmom, and we always celebrate Mare's Day the weekend following Mother's Day. So both Mare and Mom have a dedicated day for me to spend with them and to make sure they know how much I absolutely love them. So that's what's going on for my celebration. Let's see. In 2 weeks, I have been busy outside and in working. I'm trying to balance my new love of gardening with working. Working, of course, takes priority. You can't have a garden unless you work to pay the bills. But I have been making sure that I have been getting out and doing a lot of stuff outdoors. I've talked to you about it in the past. It's something that I really love, so I'm going to continue to share that with you. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm hoping that you are here watching 43 episodes of Floss Tube with me because you want to get to know me, and I want to share what makes me happy and myself with you. So gardening, it turns out, has been a really big part of that happiness and who I am these past couple of years. I think since we got our house, since I've had more time, and especially since we have been homebound we've had one homebound summer for sure. This is kind of looking like it's gonna be a half and half. I'm very excited to get out. I'm fully vaccinated, still being careful, but enjoying reconnecting with people. But all of that to say, I've really embraced my love of gardening, and I've been doing a lot of it. We are in the process of tripling my outdoor front garden space. You guys, this has been a bit of a nightmare. I've shared it on Instagram. If you follow me there, you know what I'm talking about. If not, please go follow me. My handle is Hello from Liz Mathews, same as my company name. Mathews has just one T. But the plan is to triple my garden bed size out front. These are raised beds. But in order to do that, I had to have a stump removed, dirt delivered, and now also the brick block materials for building my raised bed. Well, all of this hinged on having the stump removed, which has been canceled, postponed. They didn't show up for over a week now. My frustration is like growing and growing, but I don't want to be too frustrated because I'm up a creek without them, so they are supposed to arrive on Monday. Please cross your fingers for me. Send good thoughts my way. Because I have a pile of dirt sitting in my driveway that I can't do anything with until this stump is removed. So, anyway, enough complaining. Let's focus on the happiness of the garden. I have put in a lilac bush, 2 wisteria plants. I have countless pots. My anemone, although they had an aphid infestation this week, are really thriving. My ranunculus is coming up. It's all good. It's all good in our house, and I'm loving it, and I love sharing pictures, and it's just gonna keep growing and getting bigger. One thing I didn't expect is how laborious gardening can be. You think of it as just like a very calm zen thing. I haven't reached that point yet because I'm out there like weeding and moving piles of dirt and taking a lot of ibuprofen for a sore back, but hopefully I will get to that calm, peaceful stage soon. I sure do love it, wouldn't trade it, very happy and not complaining. In addition to that, I am continuing to learn French. I think I'm gonna switch to Rosetta Stone. I'm really liking Duolingo, but I'm not paying for it, and I'm really frustrated when they cut me off after so many mistakes. You know, they give you a limit, then they want you to pay for it. But I've heard really good things about Rosetta Stone, so I'm still on my journey of becoming fluent in French by 40 and looking forward to a visit soon. I have not been, this is a lie. I'm still going sticker crazy. I just haven't been having time to use them and plan with them and do all the things, but it's still a very real hobby. So I'm sending out a newsletter, more on that, but I think I nailed it in something I'm talking about in my newsletter when I said, I think collecting stickers is very similar to collecting charts. The collecting and the acquiring and the shopping is as much a hobby as the using. So you gotta do what makes you happy, and it certainly makes me happy. Let's address this spinner rack in the room, shall we? This was a very happy delivery I got this week. It is the full line of classic Colorworks threads. One of the team members reached out to me and said, if you're interested in trying our threads, we can send you the full line and you can see what you think. And I couldn't say yes fast enough. I have never used classic Colorworks threads. I've heard you guys talk about them. What are your thoughts? Do you like them? I sure hope so, because this cotton overdyed thread is beautiful and I would love to use them in future designs. I've mentioned in previous videos that having the thread on hand, and this is a bag of thread up here, the full line here as I'm designing makes life so much easier. So I'm very, very happy to have this in hand, and you can count on some classic Colorworks threads being used in the future. Do you have a favorite color? Tell me your thoughts. I would love to hear them. And so I just had to address that before we got any further, because kind of obvious and large and in charge. So with that, I will dive into my Floss Tube content. I have first some housekeeping for you. I messed up and I feel so badly about it. It is not the first time I've made this mistake, and it just makes me feel awful. So last week I was talking about all of my friends who made my last set of publications possible and how I appreciated their help model stitching and finishing so much. I left off two very talented ladies who helped me make the Smalls collection of the Dutch sampler pieces possible. These, how could I forget them? They are the most charming pieces and one of my favorite parts of this release. All of the Smalls, all 5, were stitched by my friend Joanna Roberts. She did a beautiful job. And then Carmen Sutton, who you guys know and you have heard me talk about many, many times, did the exquisite finishing on these pieces. You guys, I am so sorry that I forgot to mention you in that video. I truly, truly apologize for that. You know, the brain thing, it was real, and I am feeling much better now, and it's not an excuse, but I just apologize. And I thank you so much for being a part of the Dutch Sampler collection. Your work is amazing, and I am so sorry that I forgot to mention you in that last video. I did, just as an update, because you guys were so kind and concerned when I mentioned that I was feeling a little off in my last video. I have talked to my doctor. We are going to narrow some things down, but I am feeling much, much better. But it was the weirdest thing. Like, it was just the weirdest, but I'm feeling better. I will leave it at that. It's nothing. I don't suspect that it's anything major. Hopefully it's all behind me. Now I have no excuse for when I stumble or when I trip over my words, but it's me. So that was a bit of housekeeping I wanted to to clarify, to take care of, to check off. I also wanted to let you know that the winners from Floss Tube episode number 42 have been contacted. I'm still waiting to hear back from some people. I contacted everybody via their comments on my last video, but if your name is Kim Cannon, Kim Sopar, or Jacqueline Liebfried, please get in touch with me through episode number 42. I commented on your comment and left instructions on how to find me, because congratulations, you have unclaimed winnings. Also, my email has been a little weird, so if you have contacted me and I haven't gotten back to you, it's happened in the past, just shoot another message or find me on Instagram and I will get everything out to you. But thank you so much for participating, everyone, in last week's giveaway. I always feel bad when there's not a lot of stitching, and I want to make sure that I give you a reason to stay and watch. So those giveaways were just a little something I could gift to you, and I hope that you liked it, and there will be more coming. Not in this video, but there are more giveaways coming. I'm getting set to hit a couple milestones, and I want to celebrate them big with you. So I wanted to also mention that while my shop is fully stocked with all of my new designs in both PDF and physical form, for some reason, I think I know the reason. I think we all know the reason. Shipping in the Maryland area is back to being disastrous. In fact, I don't think it's just limited to Maryland. I'm seeing it with packages that are sticker packages that are being sent to me that are just taking so long and sitting in distribution centers for weeks. But that is true for outgoing packages too. So please be patient. If you place an order with me for physical patterns or anything else in my shop, just know it might take a little bit longer to get to you, but they are on their way, and I always provide tracking. I just wanted to share that information with you. Now, there are some community things, this community that I'm so happy to be part of, that I just wanted to mention and share with you. We have two really special members who could use our love and support. Olivia and Brenda, I am thinking about you, sending you the biggest virtual hug. I hope that you know that we are all here to support and stand by you, and whatever you need, we are here, and I just wanted to tell you how much we love you. I also wanted to let you know that there is a Hello from Liz Mathews Quaker pattern sale going on. It is hosted by Evelyn of Evelyn Across the Pond and Morgan of Honeybee Stitches. They are co-hosting the hashtag Hello Quaker Sal Stitch Along. They are both stitching the Quaker Pumpkins style, but they made the hashtag very universal. So whether you choose to stitch Quaker snowflakes or Quaker pumpkins, you can use that style. Stitch along. They will be following the hashtag. I will be following the hashtag, and I can't wait to see what you guys stitch and all the progress you're making. I do plan on releasing more seasonal Quaker patterns. I don't have a design ready, and I don't have any more information for you than that, but there are more coming. I get that question a lot, so you'll be able to use that hashtag when those new patterns are released too. Again, I don't know when that will be, but they are also two fantastic floss tubers to watch. I was watching Morgan just this morning. I was thinking that I might want to dye some fabric myself in the near future. Then I watched her experience and I'm suddenly rethinking it. Morgan, your piece is gorgeous. Your piece of hand-dyed linen is beautiful, but you kind of intimidated me. So I don't know about this hand-dyeing linen anymore. I'm sure I'll give it a try eventually, but if I get results like hers, it's all worth it, but it sounded very stressful. So thank you, ladies, for hosting this hashtag, and I look forward to following along. I will link all of the information, the hashtag, the Sal information, and Morgan and Evelyn's information in the description box below, along with all of the pertinent information for this video. I have retreat news. This is big. This is big. So you guys know that I'm going to StitchCon in June. That is my first retreat that I'm attending. But get ready for it, because I am also teaching at my very first retreat. Okay, I'm equally nervous. Probably shouldn't like announce this, but I am very nervous, but more so excited, because this retreat is going to be phenomenal. It is in September. It is the weekend of September 11th and 12th. It is in Missouri. It is hosted by Quilters Station in Lee Summit, Missouri. Are you ready for this lineup? Are you ready? I am teaching. Blackbird Design is teaching. Beth Twist of Heartstrings Samplery is teaching. And Chessie and me is teaching. What am I even doing in that company? I don't know. It's going to be so good, you guys. I just had to give you the information. I will have an exclusive kit and project, as I assume all the other designers will too. As I said, I have not attended retreats before, so I am figuring all of this out. Thankful for my mom, who's helping guide me and kind of tell me how it's done. But this is going to be absolutely fantastic. If you want more information, there's not a website. You can give Quilter Station a phone call. Her phone number, Rita is the owner. Her phone number is listed below. As of yesterday, when some friends signed up, there were about 40 spots left, 40 of 100 spots left. So please don't delay. If it's something you're interested in, give Rita a call, get all the information, get excited, get ready to meet me. I'm ready to meet you. It's going to be, when I push all the nerves aside, it's going to be just the best experience. I'm so much looking forward to it. So again, that's the Quilter Station retreat in September. I was also happy to let the cat out of the bag on another special project I have been working on behind the scenes. I told you I've been working on so many things that I hadn't been able to share with you. Well, the Quilter Station is one. And then I am also so pleased to announce that I am working with Acorns and Threads, the LNS out of Portland, Oregon, to celebrate their 25th business anniversary. They are hosting a Zoom celebration, and I was asked to participate in that as well, which I am so flattered and excited to do. I designed a very exclusive chart. I designed an exclusive chart for Acorns and Threads, and I do believe that the class is full. I'm sorry to say that. You can contact Janine, who owns Acorns and Threads, information below, if you'd like more information or to see if that will be available in any other way. But the Zoom celebration is coming at the end of June. And just the biggest congratulations to Janine and the whole Acorns and Threads team, because that is a milestone, and I am very excited to be participating and celebrating with you. I feel like I'm like going. One thing that I think you'll really want to know, in addition to everything else I'm sharing, is that I have a newsletter going out, and at the time that this video goes live, the newsletter is hitting your inboxes. It has in it a general update of what I've been up to, how things are going, things that we chat about here on Floss Tube, but not everybody who is on the newsletter list watches my Floss Tube, so there might be some repetitiveness there. I hope you don't mind. You're still gonna want this newsletter. Trust me, because there's also a list and links to special events and kind of my calendar, what my calendar is looking like moving through the end of the year. Isn't that crazy to be like literally booking up through the end, through 2022. That is crazy to me. But I share all of that information there in case you want to get together with me at one of my retreats or workshops or anything like that. That information is for you in my newsletter. Oh yeah, there's a new celebration small out for you in that too. So I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute, but you'll get that freebie if you subscribe. Now, how do you subscribe? You use the link in the description box below, put in your email and your first name, and that will get you subscribed to my newsletter. I generally have only been sharing my new releases. You get all of the details on those, and my Celebration Small series, new one coming to you today. So fill that information out, that subscribes you. If you have had trouble subscribing and you've never received an email from me, even though you already have subscribed, here's your fix. Every single time you resubmit your information, first time, 100th time, whatever, it subscribes you to the email list, but it also automatically pops up my latest newsletter on the screen in front of you, not to your email, just like boom, enter, boom, there it is. So if you had technical problems, which I totally get, that is your workaround so that you can always have the latest details from me. It just means resubscribing. So that newsletter is on its way to you right now. I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, I don't want to wait anymore. Let's get into the new Celebration Small. It is called the Bloom Celebration Small. Don't want to lose my notes here. And here it is. Ta-da! I hope that you like it. Let me give you a close-up. Please don't mind that it is slightly tilted. I've talked about this before. I am not a finisher. I am not a strong finisher. I'm learning and I continue to try. But in this case, we have a slightly off-center bloom pattern. But this is the latest Celebration Small. It is a freebie in that newsletter. And if you are not familiar with my Celebration Small series, they are all for you from me for free. And they are all in celebration of 2020, which was my first year in business, and it was just such a great year, and I wanted to come up with a way to give back to you and to thank you for making it the year that it was. So what I'm doing is releasing a series of small pieces throughout 2021 that incorporate motifs or designs or get inspiration from Hello from Liz Mathews patterns that have previously been released. So this is the latest piece for you. Let me give you the details and then show you where I gained my inspiration from. This is the PDF download that you will get in that newsletter. It's just one page, nice and simple. You can find color images of the finished piece in the newsletter and on my Instagram feed if you want to reference that or see what it looks like. Let me ask you a question. The Hope Celebration Small, when I offered that as a freebie, there was a page that looked like this, and then there was also a page that looked like one of my traditional chart covers. So you had two pages to print. One was color and one looked just like this with a different chart on it. Do you prefer having two pages? Would you like that so you can print it and have a, if you choose to print it in color, a color copy of the freebie? Let me know. I can do whatever you like. I hope that you know I always ask your opinion and follow up with what's most popular. I want to give you what you want. So that's just something like a behind the scenes the design thing for me that I wonder about. But anyway, this is the PDF download of the Bloom Celebration Small. It says this complimentary design is offered with much gratitude, and that couldn't be more true. I am so thankful for all of you. And it tells you the hashtag to use if you choose to stitch one of these Celebration Smalls, all of the details of the piece. Let me tell you what that is real quick. It is stitched on 36 count linen, colored linen, from Weeks Dye Works. I used Weeks Dye Works thread to stitch this piece, and the stitch count is 103 wide by 47 high. This does not use a lot of thread. I would recommend pulling from stash, both scrap linen. You know how you always have the long skinny pieces left over? Use some of that linen and use thread you have on hand. It uses so very little. If you are absolutely in love with this color palette, this like summery, bright, bold color palette, by all means, please do that. But don't be afraid to use what you have on hand and to make this your own. I am always so thrilled when you guys adapt things, use your own color palette, your own finishing techniques, change things, whatever, put your initials in it, anything like that. If you can make something that I've designed even more your own, just makes me happy. So please feel free to change up what you need. I love this piece. And as I was stitching it, I was starting to think of the different colorways I would love to see this in. Like, can't you see it in like a straw colored linen, white bloom text, and then the flowers being in like really muted, faded denim blues? Oh my gosh, there's just so many options with this, and I cannot wait to see the magic that you guys work, because you always blow me away with your finishing, your color choices, all of that. You are so talented and so good, and I look forward to seeing what you share. Use that hashtag #HelloCelebrationSmall so that I can find them and we can connect. I finished this in the same way, I brought this out, that I finished the Hope Celebration Small, in that I grabbed DMC Pearl Cotton in the colorway 355. I'm pretty sure. I'll put it in the notes. And what I did was, oh cool, it's focusing, I think. I ran 4 strands of that thick pearl cotton around, did that focus? The edge of my piece to do like a banding. And then I used hot glue to affix that. Nothing fancy here. Like I said, I'm not a finisher. I took those 4 strands, I tied a knot in both ends, and then stuck a pin through the knot. Did I mention this is stretched over foam core? Into the foam core. I should have started with that. I pin stretched my stitching on a piece of, you know, cut to size foam core. Stretched it tilted, but that's another story. On the back, I just ran some fabric washi tape that I found at Michael's in strips along the back. Made it really easy breezy. I felt like I didn't have loads of time to perfect everything. I just really wanted to get this out to you. On the back of the Hope Celebration Small, I just cut out a piece of old paper and glued that to the back. So there's lots of ways to do it, but you can see the finishing is the same on both of these. Perfect to hang over a doorknob, on a like china cabinet handle, anywhere. This would make an adorable pillow. I'm still scared of pillows after my last attempt. This is the Arrow Celebration Small. This is the first Celebration Small. This is the second, and then I just brought out the third. But this did not go well for me. You can see there is a patterned piece of fabric behind this white piece of fabric. That was supposed to be on the outside, but I layered them and stitched them together incorrectly. That white piece of fabric was supposed to be backing for this linen. So yes, I should try again. That is what I should do. But instead I chickened out and went another route. So it is what it is. This is the Bloom Celebration Small in your inbox now. Enjoy it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do believe that's all of the information I have for you on this piece. As I said, I just can't wait to see what you guys do with that. Now, oh, no. I want to share with you where the inspiration for the bloom piece came from. That's the point of the whole thing. The flowers in this piece were taken from the pattern Aloft. This is one of my favorite pieces I've designed. It is 2 pieces of linen layered together. The blue linen is supposed to represent the view of Paris through the telescope that's up here. And it was just a perfect sky color. This piece tells the story of the Montgolfier brothers who launched the very first hot air balloons into the air in Paris in 1783. So those are the flowers right there, as well as down here that are popping up behind the bloom. And then the text, the font, is taken from Grain Sack Sampler, which I have for you here. This is one of the coolest antique samplers I have. I did the reproduction and released it at Market 2020. This is the Grain Sack Sampler. The bloom font is up here. It's the very first highest font in the sampler. And what I love about this piece, I'll just point it out to you since we're talking about it, is the original was stitched on a piece of grain sack linen. You know, you used everything you could back in, does this have a year on it? Back when this was stitched. And so to keep it as authentic and true to the original as possible, there is some weaving of threads along the sides of this piece and also along the top to make it look like that grain sack fabric that was used in the original. So that was the inspiration for this piece. And with that, I think we actually do conclude our chat about the Bloom Celebration Small. Enjoy, please. I have a few little things to share with you, and then we're going to wrap it up. I'm at 32 minutes. Time really goes quickly, even when I'm like, feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. That's okay. So I got my stickers in the mail. Don't worry, I'm not talking stickers too long. But in the last video, I told you about this new release from Paper Minty Studios, and I said I had not received my copy in the mail. Well, I did, and I love it as much as I thought I would. Nani, who runs Paper Minty Studio, and I chatted together, and I gave her some thoughts on images that I thought we would like to have in sticker form for our book of days. Oh, I didn't get my book of days. Shoot. It's one of my happiest things. All right. It just means in my next video in 2 weeks, you'll get double book of days talk. I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, this is the Floss Tube sticker sheet from Paper Minty Studios. We worked together on some stickers I thought this community could use, and my absolute favorite is probably this laptop computer down here with Floss Tube pulled up. Isn't that so cute? Also, did you notice this is a Q-snap? Like, not everybody stitches in a hoop. There's a Q-snap there, project bags, tomatoes, scissors. And then while you're in her shop, you might want to pick up this sticker sheet too. There's your hoop, scissors, skeins of thread, spools of thread, needles. I love it. That's called Embroidering Magic. Use the code Liz10 for a 10% discount. I'm not an affiliate. I get nothing for that. It's just a discount for my friends. So there they are. And then one other thing I wanted to follow up with you about is the Smalls Exchange for StitchCon. By the way, I'm going to StitchCon weekend B. Some people did ask what weekend I would be attending. I am going to the second one, weekend B, June 17th to the 20th. I hope to meet lots of you there. There is, I believe, still a wait list that's open that you can sign up on and hopefully come to this year if you'd like to. I'll link the information below. But I was talking about how I'm going to do my very first small exchange at StitchCon, and I shared with you some of my thoughts on what I would stitch. And you kindly informed me that those aren't really smalls. So I'm back to square one. Two of the ideas I had were this garden piece from the Prairie Schooler. I was going to cut that off and just do that. Or the R from Prairie Schooler, the rabbit piece. Again, I would cut the R for rabbit off and just do that. What is a small exactly? Because I really like these. And I might do them anyway. I don't know. But I guess I need more information on what a smalls exchange entails. Am I being crazy? Are these just so much bigger than I think? I don't know. Then I started pulling out all my little Prairie Schooler trading cards. They look too small. I don't know. You could help me out. I would very much appreciate it. I have just one more thing before I let you go enjoy this Mother's Day. You know what this happy little teal padded envelope means, right? This is my latest Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club piece. If you are subscribed, please look away. I don't want to spoil it for you. This is going to be the April piece. Ooh, 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 okay. Every month. Every month I am drooling. Let me take it out. Are you ready? Spiced honey. That is good. That is really good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of straw in that it's a darker tone. Okay, remember how I said I would love to see this on a darker piece? Like, that would be great. This is gorgeous. Again, every time Angela knocks it out of the park. Spiced honey, Newcastle, 40 count linen from Color and Cotton. I love everything she does. And I say it every time. The only thing wrong with that, with this piece, is that it's not bigger. Why haven't I contacted her and upped my size? I don't know. As far as I know, the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club is closed, but go to her website, check it out. She may have reopened it. She also has a Thread of the Month Club that I'm also now like, why am I not a member of that? I don't know. So with that, nope. Gosh, you guys. I want to start a new segment. Okay, I always leave something out. It's just inevitable. I even wrote it down and I have it on my little index card here so that I wouldn't forget it. And I didn't, so hey, I'm getting better. I want to start a new segment here on my channel called Stitching Playlist, because there is a lot of stuff being consumed by me while I'm stitching, while I'm putting charts together, while I'm designing. I'm just always listening and absorbing things as I think. So I thought this would be a little fun segment that I could share with you, things that I'm loving that you might want to listen to or tune into or enjoy while you are working around the house doing some stitching, anything like that. So for the very first stitching playlist segment, I have a podcast, I have 2 floss tubers that I'm loving, and 1 TV show. The podcast is called Cold, and it's season 2. I also loved season 1. It's a fantastic, fantastic podcast. It is a deep, deep dive into a true crime event. Deep dive. It's really good. It's really creepy. If that is not your thing, don't even give it a try. But if you like a true crime podcast and very investigatory pieces, you might love season 1. I'm only on episode 2 of season 2, but so far so good. It's the same host who I really love, Dave Colley. So you might want to give that a try. I'm really enjoying it so far. As far as floss tubers go, I have been watching since her beginning, maybe a couple months ago. You're probably watching her too, but if not, you definitely want to. It is Evelyn of Evelyn Across the Pond. I think she is so refreshing and fun, and she's actually going to be coming to the Philadelphia area, I think this summer, as part of her fellowship. Is that what it is? I don't think it's fellowship, but she's coming to the Philadelphia area, which is not too terribly far from me. It's about an hour and a half up 95, and I was like, we should get together. So hopefully we'll get a chance to meet in person. Until then, I will be watching every single one of her videos whenever she puts them out from England, where she lives. I so enjoy her videos, and if you haven't given her a watch yet, follow the link in the description box below. Tell her I sent you and enjoy. Another floss tuber from across the pond is my friend Cindy of Cindy Love and Stitch. I will link her below as well. I love her projects. I love listening to her, and I think that you will enjoy watching her too. She's just so kind, and I love her. So those are two floss tubers that I think that you might enjoy watching. And as far as TV goes, my latest addiction is the Joanna Gaines cooking show, Magnolia Table. We have subscribed to the Discovery Plus streaming network. I don't know. We got rid of all of our cable, and we're now only streaming Netflix and Discovery Plus. Discovery Plus has so many shows that I like. They're very well, they have tons of networks on there. I tend to gravitate towards the the cooking, the domestic shows. And Joanna Gaines' Magnolia Table is really, really good, really inspiring. I love that it has let her personality come out and shine more so than I felt it did in Fixer Upper. She's just an inspiration to me. I want to eat everything she cooks, and I thought that you might enjoy that show too if you have the Discovery Plus channel, or if you needed a reason to subscribe. I give it 2 thumbs up. Go for it. With that, famous last words, I think that I am going to wrap this video up. I think I remembered everything. I'm sure when I'm editing that I will see what I forgot, but hey, along with my book of days, we'll just postpone it until the next video in 2 weeks. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. I hope that you are doing well, and until next time, find me on Instagram, say hello there, enjoy that new bloom celebration small, stitch on, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.